Opinions of our advertisers and management of Pacific Telestations Incorporated. You're watching Buzz with Jess Lujan.
Good evening, Guam. I'm Jess Lujan. Welcome to this edition of The Buzz. Tonight I have two gentlemen here. They represent the community advocates for the Raceway. And you know, I was really surprised when I read this a couple of weeks ago, the petition drive that's happening. And as I was reading through it, I came about firing range. I thought that was off the table. Henry Simpson and Ron Titan are here tonight to talk just about that, because Henry and Ron, I thought this was off the table. But before we talk about that, can we talk about the genesis? How did the Raceway get started? Because I remember I was part of the legislature when actually it was already built, but it had a continuous process, and it's where it's at right now. And there's more that's going to happen. The Raceway.
Yes, a little history of drag racing, especially on Guam, was when I got here, we raced at Harmon Field, and we raced motorcycles, we raced cars, but it wasn't very organized, and actually 2 military people got killed, and three youngsters from Sinahanya got killed in 1968. And so it was shut down. The government tried to build a new one up in Salisbury Junction, set aside property, actually designed it and had the drawings for it, but then was stopped because of financial situations. The first and second oil crisis kind of put an end to it. And so it wasn't until along the way they tried to do more legal drag racing. Ricky Bordallo actually closed down Marine Drive for drag racing. The military at one time let the enthusiasts use a roadie point. And so there have been lots of fits and starts with drag racing. And it finally took the legislation that created it, the actual license to use the property, have the property, and then all the motorsports enthusiasts on the island getting together in order for us to have this track, and especially the drag strip.
And actually, over the years, Henry and Ron, actually before the Raceway had a ribbon cutting for the opening, there was and you're a man of the where's the blue, and a lot of illegal racing out there. Yes, and there were some deaths as well, and as a result of that. And so here now we have a place where not only do we have drag racing, we have motocross and all that.
Off-road racing. Yeah.
Everything is in one place. Whatever your needs may be, whatever your racing desire is, you can go up there.
We had really worked hard on getting that to be the case, to where drag racing, off-road racing, drifting, stock car racing, off-road racing, all of that, motocross, could come together at one place, and we could all cooperate, we could all use it, we could all support each other. And so a lot of time and effort has gone into this track, and you know, as part of the EIS that they were doing before, I don't think they really took a look at that very deeply. And so
now, not only are the racing enthusiasts or fans of racing, but you also work with the community in regards to bus drivers that are needing to learn, you know, to better their skills. You accommodate them up there as well, and ambulance drivers, police officers are up there as well. Yeah,
we've used it from the police side many times for our emergency vehicle operators course. I believe the college has done it as well, because they teach that course through their school as well. We've had a host of events. You know, if you look through the years, many car shows, very huge car shows have been up there. I would say some of the biggest car shows the islands have ever seen held up there. More recently, we've been having quite a few car shows for the high schools to help them with their fundraisers. So it's, you know, we're trying to reach as many people as we can, and saying this is not our track, it's everyone's track. So you're welcome to come up and use it, you know. And that's been the process for quite some time, you know.
Now, Henry, again, going back to when I'm reading this, and this is what's that came out, and actually today's paper as well in regards to the petition drive. When I read this, and I'm going, well, wait a minute, is it me? Is the paper wrong? Is it is a reprint? I thought Poggett was off the radar in regards to the again the firing range, and it looks like maybe that particular place is off, but it kind of moved up the street. Is that what happened?
You know what happened was that when Poggett was taken off the table, we thought we were off the table with them, but in the first EIS, we were the preferred choice, and so then changes came in the amount of people that are going to be permanently stationed here, and the actual force that's needed, and the training that's needed that goes with them. So it allowed for a lot of other places to come into into consideration. There's 2 at Naval Magazine. There's 2 at NCS. There's 1 at Northwest Field. There's 2 A and B at Route 15. And so the last time that we were doing our petition drive, basically, we were told, you know, you don't have to really pick or choose something, but just put down, you know, you don't want the track to go away. And so that's what we did the last time. Don't take the track. We had a lot of signatures for that. The end result was that we didn't get a lot of notice, and we were still chosen as the preferred site. So this time around, we were able to talk to the people there at the scoping meetings, and they asked us to actually look at and choose, if we could, an alternative that doesn't include the racetrack, and that we would support for Guam. And first of all, I need to say is that we support the buildup. We support the economic impact for the island, and we support our nation's need for this protection. And so, but you know, our nation has some of the greatest engineers in the world. They can build a firing range without taking our racetrack.
Right. I tell you what, hold on to that thought. We'll be back with more of that thought when we come back from a break.
Okay.